The Bear You Know is going to be a banger right off of the first shot. What other show starts off with a scene that is this intense, this trippy, and insane to start off a show just about cooking? Within this one scene alone, we are put on edge from fear and excitement and horror. There's intense editing and noises everywhere and blood, and Carmi is right there on the edge of facing fear and excitement all at once, and we have no idea where any of it is heading. That opening scene is why The Bear is the best show on TV right now, because it shows the balance of how the show is teetering the line of total insanity, along with that quiet feeling of pure excitement and peace in the middle of it when you realize you're about to do something incredible. The Bear is a show that is about ambition and characters that are motivated so deeply by things that are really tragic. There are no huge inherent threats pushing these characters to open and work in this restaurant, other than their own personal self-determination, motivation, guilt, and also resentment and love of their job all at once. This is a show about people that come from all walks of life and aren't succeeding before the show in the traditional sense, but they all desperately want to succeed. It's a show that is extremely modern and completely throws itself into the post-pandemic world that we live in, and it doesn't shy away from it, whether it's the economic debate of whether a restaurant can succeed, the struggle to find work in our modern age, or just the mental health struggles of these people working in a high-stress environment consistently. Instead of viewing the present as some blight on storytelling, it uses it to become an even more relatable show. A show that is about people proving themselves and having to face more modern problems on an inner and emotional level, which is usually a lot more intense than the outer pressures, most of the time.
We're firing 76 beefs, 34 chickens, okay? 12 french fries, 12 mash, now!
As the most intense conflicts in the show usually come from the characters themselves, and our main characters push themselves farther than anyone else in the show could push them. And these characters are so understandable and likable, flaws and all. Carmi, Richie, Sydney, Fack, Uncle Jimmy, Tina, Sugar, all of them are so unique and they feel so human. You don't even think about these characters as characters. If I go to Chicago, I expect to be hearing Carmi and Richie yelling from at least 3 blocks away. And through all of the screaming, you end up walking away from this show, though, thinking about the humanity, the incredible people in our lives and how flawed we all are, but the incredible things we are able to achieve when we all work together and overcome those difficulties. Everyone in this show is an extremely flawed person, but when you look back from Season 3 to Season 2 to Season 1, see the slow but deliberate change of these characters. And man, the performances as well. Everyone here is just nailing it out of the park. Everyone from the first episode is completely locked in, and it is so impressive how this show manages to keep the most intense and insane quality from the first episode to the finale of Season 3. But the consistency of the show doesn't mean there's a lack of progress. The show perfectly visualizes how progress in the show comes at the cost of comfort. How the characters have to shed their easy tendency if they want to go out and achieve something great, and that is shown so well through the production design of the Bear constantly changing, or how we see our characters visually progressing as they become more successful in their chef work. And I think that progress of us seeing how the restaurant is getting better, how the chefs are getting better at cooking, and how these characters are becoming better people and establishing better relationships is an extremely comforting and motivating idea within a show set in the modern age. The Bear, whether it's the characters in the show or all the creators behind the scenes, all of them are pushing themselves to not only meet the standard of what's around them, but to go beyond it. Whether it's the camera work or the airtight editing or incredible production design or the incredible cinematography and direction, it feels that the show is running on an endless stream of energy that is not letting up. And it's all used so expertly with a nearly perfectly paced and executed show that has more energy and momentum and excitement than nearly anything else on TV, with some of my favorite characters ever that are so unique and dynamic and realistic. The Bear, just like the restaurant the show is named after, truly is one of one, and it's not one of the best, but it is the best. And that is why The Bear is the best show on TV right now. And holy crap, is that